But before all that, put your hands together for the national treasure and the undoubted star of this year's Sports Relief. It's the one and only Eddie Izzard! I've poured you a nice red wine.
Yes, thank you.
Because I know you like it.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
I'm loving the outfit.
Yes, I just threw this on. Well, high heels and marathon running marathons and then wearing high heels. And then people say, do you run the marathons in high heels? I go, no. You know, it's just, that's just crazy. Women athletes, they don't run in high heels. So yeah, it's all a bit weird. But it's some weeks ago now, so I've recovered.
Well, we've still got to talk about it. 27 marathons in 27 days. And more than £2 million for charity. That's worth a round of applause. Yes, yes, yes.
I would say that is a generosity of people who are donating. If I did it on my own, I'd probably get 50 grand, maybe. But, you know, it's with Sport Relief. Everyone, the people who donate, they go on and they do those texts. It's just fantastic. That up at 2.2 million now, so it's crazy.
Aren't we generous, though? Aren't we?
And bizarrely, it's going on tomorrow night, Friday night, on BBC One now. We've never been on BBC One. So they're showing the 1 hour video on BBC One, 11:20.
So even more money we'll get.
Even more money, which is great. It goes around the world.
And the power of Chatty man, even more money.
Exactly so.
Now, listen, was there any time that you thought, I'm going to just jack this in?
No. It's a mental thing. So if you decide for one moment that you're going to just, forget this, then it's over. I ran for 11 hours and 5 minutes on the last day, the 2 marathons. So you just got to keep going at the same speed. 11 hours, it just goes on and on. It was really tricky.
What did the locals think of you?
They thought I was nuts. They thought I was a bit crazy, but the people who got it, you know, it's like when I ran the UK, a lot of people just thought I was being surreal, you know. I've just run here, you know, I'd be up in Cumbria and say, I've just run here from London. They go, yeah, OK. And they just wouldn't... It's like saying I've just eaten a car. They just wouldn't... It was surreal, so... but once they got the hang of it, Nelson Mandela was 27 years in prison, so I put 27 days of my life on that. And I ran around Robben Island, where he was in prison for 18 of those years.
Yeah. What about you running through all those lines and shit?
Well, there was a guy with a gun sitting in the car because it was a national park, but they gave me permission to run. But it was mainly buffalo and zebra and wildebeest, you know. But yeah, apparently there were some lions, but they said they're down in the valley, they're not up here. So I go, good.
Because you had a bit of a limp as well, and you know what they're like? They pick off the weak ones as well. I've seen that. I've been at safari parks and I've seen them looking at my mincer's leg and then I've seen them like laying a table. I'm like, let's have a look at a clip. This is Eddie hitting the pain barrier in the incredible Marathon Man for Sport. What's it like when you watch it?
Well, it's weird. It does take me back there. That was 11 hours and 5 minutes of running, and I was feeling good for about 5 minutes of it. And at the 11 hours, it was just not good. Once you finish it, the idea that you do another one of those is just weird. And so I was not having a good time. And at the end, because they were going live on Sport Relief, and they finished at 3:15, and I had to sort of finish at 3:15 because I thought people would donate more. And so we actually had to speed up because we lost time. There was a police escort supposed to turn up, it didn't turn up. We had to run around in circles, and then at the end I had to go faster for the last 10 kilometres than I was doing it. So the last hour I was running faster than I was for the first 10 hours.
And you had to do bloody interviews. I saw you on Lorraine, and she's like, hello, Eddie. And you're like, what?
Normally, if you've ever done those, they say 2 questions, and then we've got to go to something else because important things happen. But they just kept asking, and what do you feel? What's the next thing you're going to do? And I was there, and I literally was just trying to sit down, and they just kept talking. So I said, I'm stopping this interview. I had to go and lie down.
And it's nice to see, actually, when you watch it tomorrow night, it's actually nice to see Sports Relief because there's a lot of rumours, a lot of these things are made up. It's nice to see you actually physically doing the marathon because there was rumours, you know, when all those celebrities went up Kilimanjaro, right. They said, actually, that, you know, they just turned the camera on its side and, like, Kimberly Walsh and Cheryl were climbing up the floor. And it's a horrible rumour, and I don't know who's been spreading it, but... It's got to stop. It's for charity, and shame on you. You know who you are, Alan. Now, listen, can we talk about all these politicians and these big companies stashing their money away in Panama?
Yeah.
It's made me well vex.
Right.
It has. Explain it, because you're like my political correspondent, you know, because we have people on here, but you seem to know your stuff.
Well, no, I am going into... I'm running for Member of Parliament in 2020, so... and I've said that for 6 years now, so everyone knows that and is very bored by it. But, you know...
We're not, are we?
No? Well, I mean, the whole thing, we want people to be real people in politics, that's what people want, but you've also got to be a team player. I think, you know, Boris Johnson has done this thing of not playing on the team because he's now saying he would like to run away from Europe, and I say no, stand and fight in Europe. So I'm for standing and fighting. But anyway, generally, people do want more transparency, as much transparency as possible in politics.
But you know, when you start getting involved in politics, it's going to open a can of worms. I mean, you're going to be scrutinised more, you're going to have people going through the bins, people are going to be telling you stories. Are you...
I'm already going through my bins. I go through my own bins. Check, what's this?
Are you worried about that? Because you've got to be whiter than white.
I don't know. If they find out that I'm transgender, I don't know what I'll do.
They'll know. Believe me, they'll know, love.
No, they could have...
They will know.
You think they've worked this out? Yeah. Well, that was my skeleton in the closet. You get your skeletons out and give them a good airing.
Yeah.
And tell everyone about them. 31 years ago, I came out of the closet. How long ago did you come out?
I'm not out yet.
You best do it
My
now.
wife is watching!
It's a great...
You know, I've always been... I was getting people shouting, Bender, when I was, like, 8 or 9. So I was never really in. And I know a lot of people go, no, I was never really in. I wasn't. It was like a revolving door. I thought, like, oh...
And do you think...
That's my sexuality. That's why I was like, oh... And then, of course, you make out you're bisexual just as a test, isn't it? Like, bi now, gay later.
That's a very nice line.
Yes.
I came up with action transfer. I mean, people are confused because they say, are you straight? How can you be straight? Surely you're gay. And I say, well, I don't know. I didn't arrange these genetics. I've just got these genetics.
Yeah.
Talk to God. Get him down here. But he's not anyway. He doesn't turn up for World War II or anything. So I think it's up to us. And so I knew when I was 4 and I came out in 1985, which is so long ago. And I said to my dad, who's actually watching tonight, I said to my dad when I came out, I said, I think the British people will be OK with this. As long as I'm relaxed and throwback, you know, because you're relaxed and throwback. Yeah, sexuality. Blah, blah. People go, OK, it's boring. We're almost at boring with sexuality, and it's what do you do with your life? What do you do? What do you add? Oh, I run some marathons, and I do some comedy, I do some drama, and I'm going to politics, and that's what people want to know, that sexuality, boring. That's what I say.
Has it got better? Is there more tolerance?
I think there is more tolerance. I mean, generally, basically, our leaders generally in the world are giving people permission to be more tolerant, and they're stamping down on hate crimes against race, hate crimes against LGBT people. That is generally happening around the world, and it has been getting better, because it's, you know, 2,500 years of bloody murder that's gone on, and now it's getting cool. And the British people have been generally really cool. One guy I had a fight with, that was a long time ago, that was about 15, 20 years ago. But anyway, it turned out all right, and...
I want to live to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Now, earlier on, we were talking about your 27 marathons in 27 days for sport relief. You said if you can do it, anyone can. Do you really think that's true?
Well, I said, I think we can all do more than we think we can do. That's what I said.
Oh.
And I also do believe that... remember how we ran around as kids? I don't know whether you ran around as a kid, but we ran around as kids.
I'm a little bit chunky.
But, no, but just that thing, when we run around as kids, I think we're supposed to run around that much all the way through our lives, because you never see a tiger, you never see a crap tiger, do you? You never go, there's a crap tiger. The tiger goes, yeah, I was a tiger. Now, I'm like a tiger. All tigers are fit, all wild animals are fit.
Yeah.
And we were natural animals, and now we've been civilised, and we found cake and television, and we do, I don't know, maybe I'll do this. And I think we're supposed to keep moving.
I see.
Yes.
Well, I think, you see, he's inspired me so much. I've entered the London Marathon, yeah. And as it's on next week, I need to crack on with my training, so do you mind if I just have a quick run while I chat with you? Is that okay?
Go for it, go for it.
Please, right, just 1 second, I'll just go and get into my gear, OK. I won't be a minute.
thought I was going to just run the show from there. I've always wanted to have my own show, so, yeah.
Isn't it?
Very good.
Yeah. Right, now I'm going to practice for London Marathon, right? So I'm going to start, yeah? OK. Now, just so you know, to keep me motivated, this treadmill is rigged up to a generator, so if I start to slow down, there won't be enough electricity to work the studio lights. OK? So if I go really slowly, the whole of London could have a blackout. There'll be nutrient lighting, complete chaos, OK? Let's go with it. How did you cope? We keep pressing it up.
I'm trying to work out what speed you're doing.
I know, it keeps speeding. Stop
it's 6.5. All right, that's good.
It's actually pressing the... How did you cope with the...
With the ostriches?
with the heat?
It was difficult with the heat. It was very difficult with the heat, and it made me collapse. This is the speed I did for 11 hours. Just do that for 11 hours, and you're
11
there.
hours?
Yeah.
Did your trainers stink?
No, I kept swapping them around, so they were really nice.
How did you cope with chafing?
You rub oil all over your body before you run.
Shit. So was you sporty at PE?
Yeah, a little bit.
What was your favourite subject?
Football.
It keeps pressing. Is it true you once did a cycling tour of Little Chefs?
Yes. My dad is...
Help me out!
No, you're doing great. I'm impressed at your speed. It's insanely fast.
No, I'm fucking aching. I'm nearly there. Come on. Thank you.
This is good.
Come on.
As long as you don't die, this is going to be the most impressive thing you've ever done.
I know. It's got BAFTA written all over it. Right, okay.
My dad gave me a Little Chef map, and we went from Little Chef to Little Chef. I was trying to lose weight while cycling to Wales, and instead I gained about 10 stone.
You cycled from Little Chef to
Little Chef to Little Chef. Well, it was just a map that Little Chef gave away, but it had all the little chefs in the world on it.
Little Chefs of the world?
Well, Little Chefs of the United Kingdom.
Right, I'm going to have to stop, because... Now, listen. Oh, my God.
That's excellent.
Was that good?
That's fantastic.
And talking.
Yeah.
And oh. Story of my life.
And a penis joke to go with it. Get it all.
Oh. Oh, that's the machine. I thought it was my pacemaker. Do you know? Well, listen, can I just say, you've inspired me, you've inspired a whole nation.
Come and have a chair.
Yeah. Well done with the fun run. Well done with the fun run. It was... That's embarrassing. I'm so out of breath and dry.
You did it, but no, people do come up to me and say, well done on your walk. And I went, walk? But I was walking and staggering. Run, walk or crawl, whatever I had to do to get it done.
And you did it, and you raised a hell of a lot of money. Well done. Give a round of applause.
Well done to you.
And me. And my ostrich. And, of course, you can still donate, can't you? Go on the website. Go on the Sexuality website. You can still donate. There'll be more from Eddie later, but don't go anywhere, because after break, the very funny Romesh, Ranganathan and Shawn Walsh, Hollywood star Jon Favreau and Shawn Mendes will be here. See you in part 2. Welcome back. There'll be more from the brilliant Eddie Izzard later and Shawn Mendes, and the very funny Romesh, Ranganathan and Shawn Walsh will be here in a bit. First, though, from the Jungle Book, it's the brilliant Jon Favreau.
Welcome to the jungle!
Let's get your drink.
Oh, thank you.
What do you fancy? I've got Umbungo, I've got Bacardi Mojito, I've got Stolly Hot.
I think I'll go with the Perrier, if that's all right.
Oh, you've changed. Look at you.
I'm afraid I'll ruin my career and then fall asleep if I have anything else to drink. I've been on the road for a while.
Are you really busy at the minute?
I am. I just stepped over here from the premiere of The Jungle Book here in town.
Oh, lovely.
It was wonderful, wonderful time. With Sir Ben Kingsley.
Oh, I love him.
You've heard of him, yes?
Yeah. And he was Sexy Beast, Gandhi.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
They should combine those two.
Sexy Gandhi.
Yes. Cheers.
Jungle Book,
Cheers, lovely. Your voice sounds very familiar. By any chance, were you in a film called SpongeBob?
Oh, my God!
Was that you? Were you Seagull #1?
Yes!
Very nice. Well done.
Really?
Well, I just did Jungle Book, so I know about voice acting. I'm very attuned to that.
Oh, my God, yeah. And apparently it was amazing. The
Yes.
director loved it.
That's great. That's
I gave
great.
good seagull, and I put the work in, you see, as well.
Yes.
I hung around a lot of tips. I attacked pensioners. I stole chips. I shat on a car bonnet. What advice do you give as someone's... Because it's weird, isn't it? You're sitting in your booth.
Yeah.
The director's going, more seagull, darling, more seagull. You go, I mean, you know, and you're thinking, I look a dick here. I look like a dick. What advice do you give? Like if you're saying to Ben Kingsley and Idris Elba, look, give me more tiger.
No, it's different. I had the lead of the movie who plays Mowgli, because for those who don't know, Jungle Book, the new version of it, there's one live-action actor named Neil Setti. He was 10 years old when we did it.
Amazing.
Did a lovely job.
Oh, amazing.
But the entire jungle is computer-generated, and the animals are computer-generated. So everything was about trying to create the illusion that it was a real set. And so for the performances, we had people like Sir Ben Kingsley playing Bagheera, Bill Murray playing Baloo, and Idris Elba playing Shere Khan. And I would bring the actor with me, and they would perform with the other actors. And so we'd get a very natural performance. So it wasn't what you experienced, what you would do on an animated film.
Because I was thinking you must have had every Hollywood kid turning up going, I let my girl lollipop. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, this kid had never acted before. It was wonderful. So that's something you should consider, too, is you could put yourself on tape. If you find out about a movie being done, you could show them what you would do with it, especially voiceover. That's easy to do.
Oh, I mean, I've got this voice, I might as well use it.
Sure,
I'd like to use my voice for, like, good rather than evil.
Yeah, no, it's smart. What would an evil use be of the voice? I don't know. Well, that's very Disney.
Like an apple, John?
They're remaking the Disney classics, so if they do Snow White, that could be the evil queen.
I could play one of those dwarfs like that. Piece of piss. Well, let's have a look at a clip. This is Mowgli coming face to face with Bill Murray's Baloo in the brilliant The Jungle Book.
Relax, kid. No need to get worked up, okay?
Where am I?
This is a cave. It's my cave. You don't remember what happened, do you?
No.
I saved your life. Yeah, I snatched you from the jaws of death, the coils of death, if you will. And lucky for you, your new favorite hero, old Baloo here, just happened to be passing by. No big deal. Just tell me this. Can you climb?
Yeah.
Then let's quit wasting time and get on with it.
Get on with what?
Payback, kid. Payback.
What do you mean payback? Payback for what?
I mean, are you going to do Jungle Book 2?
I would love to do more Jungle Book movies.
Please, can you give me a role in it?
Okay.
Please, I'm begging.
I have to say, honestly, it would be a little distracting because I think everybody knows you from the seagull role, and they would...
You're
do
right,
you know what I mean?
It would look a bit weird, a seagull turning up in the jungle. Flying across with like a dirty nappy. Now, For the past few years, you've been best known for starring in, directing and producing the Iron Man and the Avengers films. Because you were the one who got, I don't know if you know this, Robert Downey Jr., the part of Iron Man. No one else thought he was right for it, and you said,
yes,
choose him.
Yes, he's a wonderful actor. Nobody doubted his talent, but he hadn't carried a big Hollywood film. So he auditioned, and he did such a fantastic job that Marvel decided that he was worth taking a shot with. And now they've built the whole Marvel universe around his wonderful performances.
And you had Harrison Ford in your film Cowboys and Aliens.
Yes.
Now, you're a massive Star Wars fan.
I am.
What was it like meeting him?
He's wonderful, but, you know, one of the things that was exciting was we were filming out in the deserts in New Mexico, and he brings his aircraft with him. He's very serious about flying. Occasionally, he would walk up to you on the set and say, "Do you want to lift home?" And you would hop in the helicopter with Harrison Ford.
Before or after that crash on the
This
boat?
was before. This was before. Although that crash was something where, in the hands of a less experienced pilot, it wouldn't have turned out quite so well.
Shit.
He was able to land that thing in a golf course, and he survived. But when I was in the helicopter with him, I was, you know, it was just me and him. And I would start to ask questions like, what do these buttons do? And he said, don't touch anything. And I was starting to get worried. I said, well, if I notice something's happening, is there anything that I should know? And I asked a few questions, and finally he turned to me, and he said, if I die, you die.
Oh, no.
That was the short answer.
You won't believe this. We're having our Chatty Man Christmas party, and then Harrison Ford walks in. He'd got the wrong door, but he walked in. Oh, my God, Harrison! So as I ran towards him, oh, my God, and have you seen me pissed? Oh, my God, his face was like, do you remember in Temple of Doom where that boulder runs towards him? He was like that. I freaked him out. And if you ever see him, can you apologise? Because I was touching him and trying to hug him.
I understand that urge. He's a wonderful guy to work with, and he's one of those people that if you look up to him and you finally do meet him, he lives up to what you hope he would be.
Wow, I can't remember. But yeah. Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with the film. Honestly,
Cheers.
it is brilliant. And when's it out?
Oh, it's out this weekend.
Jon Favreau, everyone. There'll be more from Jon and Eddie Izzard later, but don't go anywhere, because after the break, the brilliant Romesh, Ranganathan and the very funny Shawn Walsh will be here. See you in part 3. Welcome back. There'll be more from Eddie Izzard and Jon Favreau later, and the brilliant Shawn Mendes will be performing in just a bit. First, though, give it up for the Play to the Whistle stars who provide the best combination of sport and comedy on TV since Wayne Rooney and his heir. It's Romesh, Ranganathan and Shawn Walsh! Oh, look at that. Welcome back to Chatty Man. How are you both doing?
Very good, thank you.
Do you want, like, a Bacardi Mojito? I've got Tia Maria. What do you fancy?
I'll have a Jaeger.
I'll get you a Jaeger.
Yeah,
Just a shot. Do you want a shot of Jaeger?
If you're having one, I'll have one.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I don't know. You can. I don't know how you can drink this crap. Ian, Romesh, I've got to say, congratulations on your BAFTA nom.
Thank you very much.
Rob's got a BAFTA nom.
Yeah.
For your show, Asian Provocateur. That's amazing. You must be so chuffed.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I got...
You talk about your BAFTA, I'm just going to drink.
OK, ready? I'll tell you what, I don't know why I haven't been nominated before. Who are the other pricks I'm up against? I was at Euro Disney with my wife and kids, and then my mum phoned me up. No, she texted me, actually, because she didn't want to do overseas charges, but she texted me...
My mum's like that.
Yeah.
You're tight, my mum.
She gets so nervous when she hears that weird ringtone. Do you know the... Boo? Oh, shit, that'll be expensive. She texts me to say somebody in ITV has just said you've been nominated for a BAFTA, and I had to double-check because my mum often sort of gets things wrong. She'll tell me, oh, Romesh, I think you might be up for an Oscar. And what's actually happened is one of her friends told her that they've got a cousin called Oscar. Do you know what I mean? It's just like... so you have to just double-check.
Do you remember when my mum thought... This is real, my mum thought your name was Rubbish? when we were on tour, we used to be on tour together, and he'd pick me up from my house, and my mum would go, "Oh, hello, Rubbish."
And I didn't know she was attempting my name. I just thought she was massively racist.
The BBC, is it they've recommissioned another series of Asian Provocateurs?
Yes, yeah.
Now, last one you went to Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go with these ones?
We're not going anywhere, we're just sending my mum away. This is,
How can you have a second sip? What?
You've got...
You're from Sri Lanka, you can't change where you're from.
Well, we're doing... In this, I shouldn't really say, but we're going to pretend I'm originally Japanese. We're going to... Like, I'll find a new birth certificate and go, oh, my God, the first series was all a waste of time. And then we go out to Japan and...
Yeah.
And I meet my uncles. We've cast all these people.
So lucky.
What do you mean?
I wish I was Sri Lankan. I'm not half Irish. I can't do that. Documentary, go meet my family. There's my uncle, just pissed at a pub.
So you're doing a show with your mum?
Yes.
Would you ever do a show with your mum?
Well...
Oh, no. Why's the hesitation? No, don't.
I can't believe you mentioned his mum, man.
Oh, shut up.
What?
Is she alive?
Yeah.
That's not funny. You mean to me? What? That is not funny. That is horrible.
No, I mean, I don't think we could. There's not really any sort of heritage there. It would just be me and my mum. Or trip to Sainsbury's. No, I'd do. Yeah. If I was offered it,
like a cookery
Depends
show.
what it is.
A cookery show.
I mean, when I was... we were brought up on fish fingers, chips and beans. Sausages, chips and beans.
Yeah.
Bacon, chips and beans. Eggs, chips and beans. Chicken nuggets, chips and beans. Chicken dippers, chips and beans. Chicken Kiev, chips and beans. Chicken dinosaurs, chips and beans. And sometimes, chips and beans. I don't think a cooking show's going to work.
Now, this Saturday, you two, Ollie Willoughby, Bradley Walsh and Frank Lampard, are back on ITV with a new series of Play to the Whistle. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it's sort of like Question of Sport nights, isn't it?
Yeah. Holly presents it. Bradley Walsh is one of the team captains. Frank Lampard's one of the other team captains, and I'm like sort of his best mate.
Yeah.
Like, really sort of guy that he really...
Photo, Romesh, you could have got in a bit. Look at you. Look at you. You look like you're on, like, a... You look like you've done a studio tour and you've, like... and you've, like, lost your crowd and... What's it? Well, that's a nominating. Move in a bit. Let's have a look at an exclusive clip. This is Romesh trash-talking the boxing heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua, in Play to the Whistle. Well, now, last series, there was a lot of sexual tension between you and Frank, weren't there?
Yes, correct.
I found it disgusting.
OK.
Have you reined it in this time around?
Well, if anything, the relationship sort of developed further, you know. Before, it was sort of a raw kind of passion.
And how does Christine Bleakley feel about this? Has she told you to back off,
Yeah, no, she's been very understanding. I occupy a different sort of place in Frank's heart, you know.
Yeah. Now, listen, it's been an amazing week for British sport. Anthony Joshua became world champ. Danny Willits won the Masters. But the most amazing performance was definitely Princess Kate on that tour of India. Did you see her playing football and cricket in the paper in her wedges? Did you see that? Well, it can't be that hard. So, to put it to the test, I've come up with the ultimate challenge of our sport in prowess. It's the Princess Kate triathlon. Right, come on, let's do this. OK, here's how it works. It's dead simple. We're going to take it in turns to put on a pair of wedges and have a go on our triathlon course, OK? The winner will be the one who scores a goal, hits a cricket ball, runs back here, puts on a skirt and causes an international incident by doing a Marilyn Monroe and flashing their knickers like Kate did in the least time, OK?
OK, I'm ready, mate.
They really suit you.
Thank you.
Really suit you, mate.
Ready, steady. Go! Are you okay? Romesh! I told him to be careful.
Jesus, that... Oh, honestly, that hurts so much, man. Like...
That's what it looks like a night out in Newcastle. Pathetic.
What, mate? What?
Romesh has taken 2 days, so... Romesh, you've got to be careful.
This is so weird.
There you go. Cutty Rotty. Oh, no. Romesh has to be humanely destroyed.
Well, you know, I've had better moments.
On the plus side, it is your personal best. Right. Now, please be careful. I cut his health and safety nightmare.
Don't fall over or hurt yourself really badly, mate. I'd hate for that.
So dangerous.
How do I look?
You do look like a woman from behind. Danny, Sarah Jessica Parker, didn't it? Ready, steady, go! Careful!
Au revoir.
Come on, Sean!
Come on. Tracy, come back! You're better than that! You're better than him! You don't need him, Tracy! I've never, ever played cricket before, because I'm not a knob. Come on. Fuck off. Right there, is it? Tracy, come back!
Do you want the hair over the helmet?
Yes.
You got 10 seconds to beat Romesh. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. Sean, you are the winner. Well done. You're the winner of the Princess Kate Triathlon. You must be so proud.
This, can I just say, is a career highlight.
Thank you. And we're going to take a break there. So join us again in a couple of minutes when I'll be chatting some more with Romesh and Sean. Plus, there'll be more from Eddie Izzard and Jon Favreau, and Shawn Mendes will be performing. See you in part 4. Welcome back to part 4. Look who's still here. It's only Romesh, Ranganathan and Sean Walsh. Not all, because look who else is here. It's only Eddie Blinking Izzard. And as if that weren't enough for you, then take a look who else is here. It's only Jon Bleeding Favreau. That wasn't enough. Look who else has dropped by. It's only Shawn Blooming Mendes. Well, we're going to play this game, yeah? To do that, we're going to spin the Chatty Man roulette wheel and choose some random subjects to chat shit about, OK? The winner and tonight's ultimate chat show guest will be the person with the best, the funniest and the most embarrassing stories to tell on each subject. Right, place your bets.
OK, of course.
Not on the wheel, not on the wheel! You're spoiling the show. All right, fuck it.
It's lovely. It's great patterns.
Awkward celebrity encounter.
I asked for a selfie with Andrew Garfield, who played Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
I said, sorry, mate, I saw Spider-Man, loved it. Could I get a selfie? And he said no. Oh, no. This is what he did. He went, oh, no, sorry, man, I'm in a rush.
Do you know what would have made that so better if he'd actually climbed up a wall?
No, I don't ask for selfies.
I post on Instagram. That's what the selfies are for.
Yeah, no, I do. I do
so
them.
Now you do them.
I do them, but I don't ask other people for them.
Right. Okay.
I wouldn't
maybe that's because you do them.
I know, because my ego is all screwed up.
Yeah, that's not good.
Sean, have you ever had an awkward encounter?
I mean, so I'm 17, so I haven't had many years.
What year were you born?
98. Okay.
98! When David Beckham got sent off in the World Cup, you were a sperm.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. Every time someone asks how old I am, it's like 98, and they get so mad at me, like, I'm sorry, I was born 98.
I was
like,
sorry. Have you ever been nervous about meeting anyone or had an awkward encounter?
I have the strangest case of mistaken identity, which we just spun. Can I go for that?
Yeah, oh my God, yes, of course.
For the
How
win?
refreshing. He's going to go for the category you're actually supposed to be doing.
There was a celebrity awkward encounter with Ellen DeGeneres. I was at one of those posh Hollywood parties, and I was waiting at the valet stand next to Ellen DeGeneres, and I don't know her that well, and she's very funny, trying to make her laugh, making small talk. And the valet came up to me and said, "I'll have your car immediately, Mr. Gutenberg."
Oh, the Police Academy.
Yes, exactly.
I love Police Academy.
In LA, they do a lot of valet parking, and I have had someone come up and give me their keys and say, "Park that."
Oh, that's rude.
That's great. I think that's quite fun.
Now, have you had any people think you're like someone?
Yeah, I did recently, actually, like a couple of weeks ago, I was in a hotel. Some guy came up to me and said, "Oh, my God, it's you." And I went, "Yeah, of course it is, mate." Of course it bloody is. He said, "We enjoyed you when you travelled around." I said, "Thank you very much." He said, "I liked your technology show thing you did." I said, "Thank you very much." Guys, I very much enjoyed you in the IT crowd. And that's when I realised he thought I was Richard Ayoade. Now, Richard Ayoade, what we share in common is we're both brownish, and we both wear glasses. So we share two of the Guess Who characteristics, but... So I sort of get it in a way.
You know what I've had? Kim Jong-il.
Oh.
I'm not mistaken for him. Someone was being cheeky. I wasn't. I was just having a walk around North Korea. My own business.
I love it as you.
If I was Kim Jong-il, like Scooby-Doo, and I go...
Scooby-Doo is a cartoon.
Right, no. I know that.
I think we should guess. Well, you've all told some great stories and you all deserve a place in the Chatty Man Hall of Fame, but there can only be one winner tonight, and the votes have been counted. The chips have been independently verified, as you can see. And I can reveal that tonight's winner of Chatty Man Roulette is... Shawn Walsh! That's it. There you go. Now, Sean, you're going to go and perform for us now. Give it up for Shawn Mendes, everyone. Thank you, Sean. That's it for tonight's show. A massive thank you to Eddie Izzard, Jon Favreau, Romesh, Ranganathan and Shawn Walsh. On next week's show, I'll be joined by the very funny Michael McIntyre, Gogglebox star Scarlett Moffat, and there'll be music from the brilliant Jack Garrett, and Naomi Campbell will be popping by. But now with stitches, it's Shawn Mendes!
Welcome to Friday Night with me, Jonathan Ross.
Welcome to Alan Carr China!
Oh, Jesus. That's what I'm talking about, time, don't.
I've just been messed.
Oh. Don't patronise me, Alicia.